Okay. All right. My friends. Hey! Look who's here. He's actually... Oh, and there... Oh, she's making an appearance. Y'all, well, later, we only get 5 seconds of Megan on camera at a time before the whole thing just goes offline from the radiance of everything.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's
oh my God.
great. We didn't know that we would have you with us.
Surprise.
Yeah. So weren't you supposed to be like in Europe?
Yeah, like 5 times by now, yeah.
But you just couldn't leave the Daily
I just can't escape the Doug Daily.
The Doug Daily. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. This is going to be, I think, an informal little hangout. That light is making me look like a ghost. Oh, yeah, that's a better shade, I do believe. Yeah. So for our friends around the world in America yesterday, it was that most American of holidays where you can both be thankful for what you've been blessed with, and you can also throw caution to the wind and come on.
That's one of your ads.
And just indulge. And well, if it's an ad, let it play for the channel. All right. Oh lordy, y'all! So we had the idea to do this a couple days ago, saying, you know, although I was looking forward to taking a few days off, I still wanted to hang out with the community and just sort of you know, just connect and see what y'all were thinking about. Talk about what we ate for Thanksgiving, what we overate for Thanksgiving, what we still plan to eat for Thanksgiving, what we drink, and all that sort of stuff, and
what we're still drinking,
and you know, and what I think we have a plan. Oh, Megan's got the holiday slush. We made for the first time in a long time our traditional holiday slush, and it doesn't have to be at holidays, but we typically make it at holidays because it's a good old thing where you use like an entire bottle of vodka with a whole bunch of fruit juice, and then you it's a great way to serve several folks for at least a few hours.
I feel that credit should be given where credit is due.
Credit should be given.
It's my mom's recipe.
It's a Carolyn special.
And yep. And it has
right on.
It has now spread from Nebraska to many parts of the eastern seaboard and other places as well.
Yep.
Yep.
And now all over the world.
Now all over the world.
Yeah, because we have an episode on the cooking with the Daily Doug.
Original Doug.
Yeah, because we made holiday slush back in like the first lockdown. Because what else were we gonna do? I mean, right? We start this at 4:20 for a reason, y'all. Even though it's technically a holiday today, I did wait for my very first little pull. To be that one.
Make another cocktail. So this is perfect because Meg can take my seat and make her appearance if she so chooses.
See ya.
Oh, was that a power play, John?
Power play.
To get Meg on camera? Well, while John is making a cocktail, Megan, hello. Say hi, Megan, everybody.
Hello.
I am going to show you our Hey Y'all shirts.
Oh, yes.
So I am wearing the regular edition, and Megan is wearing the ladies edition.
Well, you can't tell because I have a sweater on. But yes.
But we've got our swag, and these are available. If you are not a very creative person and you would like to support the channel and buy Christmas gifts at the same time, there is a YouTube store connected to our YouTube channel where you can buy a couple of shirts. We've got a couple different designs. John.
I was just thinking about something.
The Daily Doug mug is in the cupboard. We should get that one out.
I can go get. But this is a very important moment because this proves that Meg and John are not the same.
Yes,
we're not the same.
My good friends.
The chat now knows.
Megan and John are two different
I am not
people.
Doug's wife. I am John, and Meg is Meg.
Yes, correct. That's correct.
Well, how do you feel about being on camera?
Anxious, so I will.
So she's going to
when
get
he
off
comes
camera.
back, I'll let him slide back in.
It's normally just very boring because I normally just sit here and talk to my phone. like this. And I hope that my head,
sit over
you know,
here.
just is in the camera. There was one time, y'all, I will tell a story on this.
Look,
So,
I get to be the,
oh, yes.
I get to be the hand from beyond.
The hand
The
from
hand
beyond.
from beyond.
So, yeah, we have the Daily Doug mug, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's got the little double D's in there for y'all that like double D's. And
That's a great Christmas gift.
there you go.
There.
So, for people that drink coffee or tea or rum or whatever, those are available as well.
Hot toddies.
That is true. I think
Perfect.
a hot toddy may come
Perfect
to a
drink
Daily
for
Doug
the Daily
in
Doug
the
mug.
near future.
Yes.
Let's see. David. David is from Lincoln, Nebraska. We've been there a few times.
Lincoln home. We've been to Lincoln many.
Yeah.
I
I think I wrote a song in Lincoln.
You
I
did
actually,
write music.
for one semester, I attended the University of Nebraska.
John is not the Don. Yes,
in
that's,
Lincoln.
that's right, Arrow.
John, not John, no Don.
John is not the Don. I'm sorry, you were saying Doug. Keep
I don't
going.
know what I was saying. The plural of
You were
y'all
talking
is
about
all
home.
y'all. Is that?
All y'all.
I thought y'all was just like covered it exponentially, you know. So it, you know, there you go. Keep going with the Iron Maiden song reviews. Michael says we've got some more Iron Maiden on the
Are you
list.
sure you want to switch?
Yes.
I think people rather.
Yeah,
rather
well,
you're in this.
yeah, but they can only get small doses
Yeah.
of Megan.
If you
Otherwise-
want premium neck times, join the Patreon. So
There
we
you
can all
go.
hang out.
Yeah, Megan is like our enforcer
I'm just the entry
Over
level
on the-
The
homie.
enforcer.
over on the
I'm
Discord.
the lowest tier homie.
Yeah.
If you want premium,
The
sign up.
lowest.
Oh my
Dear.
gosh.
So it's fun to hang out
So-
with you guys today. We keep referring to our Patreon. That is a growing community. If you are interested in some longer extended plays, I have run into some copyright issues doing some of these longer plays because a lot of times they involve multiple songs, especially if we're doing half an album or a full album. And we have found that hosting that exclusively over on via our Patreon is the best way to do that. We've got several really great episodes that have been added that I've been able to look into and do. And we're going to be in December. We've got, I think it's going to be The Mountain by Haken. What
These
is going on?
No, you're saying the important stuff.
I'm saying the important stuff, and meanwhile, I'm looking at John in the
These
background,
comments are just too good.
cutting up.
Everyone's like, sorry, John.
I
Put Megan back.
holy shit! I wish this wasn't water. No,
Well,
I can get up again.
Listen.
I'm sure everyone.
no,
in the
it
audience
should be
would like
water.
that.
I might get into that later. You
all
never
right.
know.
Well, this is here.
Does
if you
slush.
want some.
But yeah, over on so what happens is I host those videos, those extended play videos over on my Vimeo, but they're hidden, they're private, and they're only accessible via that Patreon tier. And that's a great place to come if you would like to experience that. We also have a Behind the Score series if you'd like more theory and theoretical breakdowns. I have a series over there where we're doing that as well. And we also, like, our top tier, I think, is going to be, I think we came up with this the last time in a live chat. I think the top tier is going to be renamed the Council of Dougs. That's exactly the reaction I was hoping for. It's funny, yet appropriate.
It works.
Maybe not. I don't know. John's just reading your stuff here.
Isn't that my
So
board?
yeah, so we're excited. So on the Patreon this coming month, normally we do polls to figure out which pieces we're going to do, but to finish out the year, we've already kind of pre-selected the way we're going to finish out the year, and it's going to be great. Because we're starting at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of December, we're going to be looking at the entire album, The Mountain by Haken. And I'm really looking forward to listening to that. And then in the middle of December, we're going to finally get to the big, long Dream Theater song. And now I forgot the name of it. 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence.
Finally 6 degrees.
Yeah, so we're going to get that one done. So if you would like to see that, you can become a patron over on our Patreon. So would love that. If y'all have any questions, if they're just cutting up and expecting me to talk for a while, then I guess we could do that. But are there any questions that people are asking?
Yes. Andrew asks, John, do a wacky wave. And now I've done it. And
That
is.
deserves a super chat donation.
Yeah. Oh, nice segue.
Yeah. So you know more about that than I do. So how does that work?
Well, we've just, in our efforts, continuing efforts to keep up as the community grows, and I mean, it's still quite obvious that this is actually different than other reaction channels, because this is a really intelligent community and we're reacting to fantastic music, but it's not just reacting, it's breaking down.
For sure.
The most recent step that we've taken is we just enabled super chats, so that if you have like a burning desire to really recommend something, the chat is usually flying by. We can't always keep track of it no matter how many screens we have, and that's just you know what it's going to be. And it's only going to get more like that. So if you feel inclined and you would like to support the channel at the same time, if you do a super chat, it will appear and remain on the very top of the screen in some nice, wonderful color, and it will be very easy for us to see. And every recommendation, especially where it's one that's, you know, someone goes out of their way to recommend,
Sure,
is noted by us, and we keep track of all of them because it's really important. So when you go out of your way to do something like that, it really just helps.
Yeah, think of that as like a virtual tip jar as well. If you feel connected to the community and you want to help out with a cup of coffee or something or that sort of thing, that would be very much appreciated. I see some things going down and people are asking about some things. Let's see, Sergio is asking about Stradivarius Elysium. I am looking at that particular title. It's on the list. It is not in this coming week, but it is on the list, and it's not. I don't think not too far. So I think that's there. Should we go ahead and tell them what we've decided for the week?
Here we go.
Yeah, we were talking. We weren't planning on doing this, but I think that we have come to a conclusion.
Why not just bundle it together?
And yeah, I think we're just going to bundle it while we're here. So thank you all for being here, and you get first peek. And actually, John Spencer had asked if we could please listen to some Mike Oldfield.
Oh, here we go.
And I'll let that cat out of the bag first. This is going to be the week, y'all, that Tubular Bells finally comes to the channel.
Yes.
They're bells, they're tubular.
And they're going to be on the Daily Doug.
They're Tubular Bells. So on Friday, we're going to be doing part one, side one. It's not going to be the entire album in one shot. I'm looking forward to listening to it. All that I know of it is the bit of it that was used for Exorcist. And the rest of it I really don't know. So I'm looking forward to diving into that one on Friday, this coming Friday next week.
Big thank you to Chris for the very first super chat of the channel.
All right, thank you. Exogenesis Symphony by Muse.
Ooh.
You've told me about that one.
So I think I first told you about that ever when I was a sophomore at undergrad.
Back in the day?
Back in the Dizzy.
When he was but a wee lad.
Because that's around when it came out. Or maybe not. That's maybe just when I discovered it.
Let's see, by Chris. It's Instant List. Chris, I will...
Instant List, Chris.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just full of it today, aren't I?
Post-turkey mind will do that.
Megan almost...
That was almost
Ooh, they've never seen the hallway before. That's very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Full immersion.
Yes, we have laundry facilities where we live. It is wonderful. You get to
Very
see
exciting.
Okay, now people are going to be like scrolling back. Wait, look at it.
Wait, what?
It's a really old unit.
Okay, so since we let the cat out of the bag, Mark, you're still waiting on Testament Ballad, Trail of Tears, or Return to Serenity. I have those on the list, but I think that you also had suggested some pieces by Judas Priest. Maybe that was a different Mark, but I have in my notes that a Mark had suggested Dreamer Deceiver by Judas Priest, and that's what I'm planning for Metal Monday. So I'm excited to dive into that one. Tim, thank you for your super chat. Very much appreciate it. The orchestral version. Oh gosh, now I'm gonna have to figure that out too. I mean, the first thing is to always just choose the piece, and then you're like, especially with these pieces that are like almost 50 years old, it's like there's like 8 remixes and 17 live versions, and everybody's like, no, you should have done the one from Poland.
Especially while
you know,
funny. Especially while we have Tim, the orchestral version is actually what I came across first.
Oh, really?
In undergrad, because I was looking for. I'm like, I need something. I'm looking for something in the late 20th century, and I'm looking for something really interesting that has significantly original textures, and I like the harmonic content, and the progressions are really fascinating.
Interesting.
And that's how I found Tubular Bells.
Do you remember if it's just like an orchestral rescoring of the original, or was it something that they didn't want to do and it's been expanded upon?
No, it's not something that they didn't want to do. Well, in my slightly ignorant position, to my knowledge, which is limited, it's a just fuller, fleshed out version rather than actually being someone else technically covering it with orchestra.
I gotcha.
Hey, Duggo.
Yo.
I just wanted to throw a couple of questions at you, and I'm sorry. I know you're trying to get into your week, and
sure.
But before
let's sprinkle them in.
Away from me, I want to just say Alf.
Alf is here.
Alf hit.
I loved that show as a kid.
I'm sure that Alf loves that joke.
I'm sorry, Alf.
So much.
I really am.
Please don't unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like no super chat.
He said he would be interested.
Those are the super chat hands.
He said he would be interested in upcoming reactions to bands you haven't had on the channel yet. So do you have a list of some of those bands that we can expect in the near future?
So people keep asking about a group called Procol Haram. I don't know that group. And so that's one that I have in mind that I really don't know much about. That's the first thing that comes to mind. The Stradivarius is another one. Folks have been asking for that one for a while, and I think it'll come not too long. Wishbone Ash has been on the list for quite a while, and I know they're an older band as well. PFM from Italy, an Italian prog group. A lot of people have been suggesting them. So we've got a few that are on the list that still haven't made the Dixie Dregs. I'm looking through as another one that I don't think has been on yet. Echolin has been suggested. A band called Periphery has been suggested. We've got quite a bit that we still haven't been able to get to, and and that's just a little bit of just what is quite there. Let's see. Mark had asked what version of Dreamer Deceiver. I don't know yet. So let me know if you have a specific one that you like more than another. Yeah. What was your other?
One more from Varnus Maximus. Wanted to ask how long it took you to get your education, or to complete your education, and what level is your music education / degree?
Thank you for the question. I attended I have 3 different college degrees. It took me a total of 10 years of study. My undergrad it ended up taking me 5 years, because I did not start off as with the music degree in college. I was going to be, I think I was going to be like in communications, and then I switched to like business, and then I switched to marketing, and then actually I was in the college choir, and a bunch of my friends that were in the choir that were also like music ed majors, their music theory stuff, like I could do it like faster than they could when we were all hanging out, and they got pissed, and they said, you either need to like shut up or
or just do it already.
Become a music major. And that's what I did. So I didn't become a music major in undergrad until my 4th semester, and then let's see, 2 years for a master's, and then 3 years for a DMA, which was a Doctor of Musical Arts. You can see them on can I turn it around? This is advanced. This is advanced stuff. They're
getting full immersion today.
Full immersion. There you go. University of Kansas, Westminster Choir College of Art University, and University of Nebraska at Omaha. Woo-hoo. There you go.
So we have Maestro.
I'm certified, y'all. I tell people the joke that I tell people, and it's actually a joke that helped me get a job at a church, if you believe this, is that all my degrees are in composition and theory, and so I tell people I have a doctorate in making shit up. And the church people thought that was quite humorous.
If you're a longtime Doug fan or interested in Easter eggs, if you go really far back in his videos, that may or may not appear in one of those.
What?
You saying that you have a doctorate in making shit up.
That's true. Yeah, I sprinkle that in every once in a while.
Before we move forward,
it's a great way to tell people that I have a doctorate and that I don't take myself very seriously. Try to stay humble and all that stuff. What you got?
Meister Riggs, Peter Riggs, some more Van de Graaff generator.
Van de Graaff. So where did they go?
And then after that, just while I'm overloading your mind with a lot of good music.
Yeah.
Alphenemy. I hope I'm saying that right. Alphenemy plus Leprous, and I've seen a bunch of people on the chat talking about that too.
Leprous. Well, that makes me a little bit scared because I don't want to become leprous. That's a dad joke.
Always dad jokes at heart.
Well, it is Thanksgiving weekend. Give me a break. Yes, very good. Leprous. I will have. Who suggested that one?
Still grading me to this day.
Who suggested? You guys are stay on it. Killing me. Which
Leprous
one by Leprous?
Leprous is Alphenemy plus. Leprous, the price.
The price. The price. See? We're just adding stuff right in.
These are going directly onto the list.
We're onto the list. It is right there.
You do already have Sabotage on your list too. That's going to be coming down the pike.
I think so.
That,
That's a
here
good time.
sprinkled. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Oh, we need to get back to the rest of this coming week.
Yes.
So we said that on Monday we're going to be doing Judas Priest, Dreamer, Deceiver. I'm going to make it a Tool Tuesday. Got to go back to Tool, and we're going to look at Push It.
Oh, my favorite.
One of our new patrons, JJ, has said that it's his favorite band, and that's one of his favorite songs by them. And so we're going to do that one on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're going back to Nightwish. I haven't done a Nightwish tune in a while, and we're going to look at Stargazer. They are back out and touring, along with a lot of bands now that are back out at it finally, and they're more active. So I wanted to take a look at that one as well.
A quick thank you to Thomas.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. Much obliged. Thank you for that. And then Thursday, y'all, occasionally we need just a little Daily Doug special. Like I have my own little list, y'all, that of pieces that kind of aren't on the radar of what normally happens on the channel. If you've seen the Eva Cassidy episode that we did, that's going to be one like that. The Jackson Brown episode that we did is going to be like, one that has importance personally to me. And the next one that like that we're going to do is a band called Lake Street Dive. If y'all haven't heard of this band, they're really great. I really enjoy their music. And I'll tell the story on Thursday of how Megan and I first got to hear their music. But we're going to take a look at a song of theirs called Mistakes. And I think I'm going to try to play along with them on that one. So that's going to be on Thursday. And then Friday, Tubular Bells by good old Mike Oldfield. So that's going to be a fun week. We've got some Judas Priest, Tool, Nightwish, Lake Street Dive, and Mike Oldfield.
I love this week.
It's going to be fun, right?
So we have a couple of
Scroll.
supers.
Okay.
First one from Colin, Shadow Gallery.
Shadow Gallery.
True Prague.
Yeah.
I don't know them.
Vocal harmonies too.
Well, there you go.
So this double taps into Doug's expertise.
Vocal harmonies is where it's at, y'all. Shadow
with honor.
Gallery with honor. Honor with a U. Mm-hmm. So you know they have true honor.
So you know they are across the water.
There you go. And then
Stanton.
Di, thank you for popping in.
Automatic fine tuning.
Automatic fine tuning.
Which I asked.
That's what I wish all my students had. It's just I could just reach up into their ears and just go.
I wish I had that as
a big thanks to John Belcher.
Yeah.
Too, because animals really think Pink Floyd's Umaguma album, which is
all right. Nice. They're talking about some stuff that's over on our Patreon.
This is what Hangouts are all about. This is the best.
Marmalade. Okay, now. Marmalade is asking, do I think organists are the best musicians?
That's a good question.
You know, I'm telling you that all I'm going to say about that is when you need a real organ part played and played well, they're as important as anybody. And there's not too many people that can come in and play with both of their hands and both of their feet and play real pieces while like pulling stops and registrations all at the same time. They're musicians.
And choreography. There's a physicality to
They do like a pirouette at the end. They get a perfect 10 if they do the dismount.
Like it doesn't even matter even for something like Vidor Symphony 3. It doesn't matter how many pre-stops and how many presets you have that bunch stops together. They still have to do choreo even with 2 hands and 2 feet.
At one point, I think the organ plays them. They're just along for the ride.
Well, some of my favorite organists just absolutely mesh together with the instrument, like Olivier Latry.
There should be like a safety. There should be like a safety
my
harness. I remember when I wrote a piece. It was like, you must be this tall to play this instrument.
You must be this tall to use pedals. Well, I guess technically, yeah.
I wrote we had one of our Westminster students from 7 or 8 years ago. You know Jim. Jim, if you're watching, hi there.
Jim, you're fantastic.
Jim is amazing.
And actually, if you're on our Patreon, the last Behind the Score that we did focused on the piece that I wrote for Jim, and our good friend Tom played a couple of selections from it. And I remember Jim wanted at least one section of that piece that was written specifically for just the feet, like a feet solo. So we wrote a 2-part invention, one for the right foot and one for the left foot. And it's pretty cool. And to watch him play that, he had to like put his hands on the sides of the organ so that he wouldn't shimmy around too much, so he could anchor himself so he could play it.
Well, like, do you know that the D major Prelude and Fugue that has that insane
foot
feet
part
solo?
Yeah, it's crazy.
At the end by J.S. Bach. I mean, like, dude,
Yeah.
I love looking up performances.
And in that piece, I got the whole gamut for the pedal board. So there's a low C, and then all the way up to like 2.5 octaves higher. What is going on?
We're switching.
Musical. Can I switch?
Yes.
Sure.
Megan's back with us. So what do you have? Anybody yelling at us? Thank you, Colin.
Yeah.
For all of that. And so who do we have? Garance, thank you very much.
Would really enjoy a combination of According to Plan and Tears Gone Dry.
Okay.
Off the album King for a Day, done by Magic Pie, P-I-E.
Magic Pie?
19 minutes. Oh, and thank you for the happy Thanksgiving, Garance. If you are one who celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday, happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Thank you very much for that. That was great. I will look into it. I don't know a group called Magic Pie, but it's a damn shame that I don't.
That's been, I think, I mean, that's kind of why your channel started anyway, was to learn new stuff that you didn't know already, and that's been a really fun thing to keep learning about new artists, new bands, new singers. Yeah. So the more, like, let's keep bringing out the new stuff. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, there is a difference in my episodes now than back in January of last year, of this year when we got started, because at the time I really didn't know a lot of the names of the musicians, the names of the bands, the repertoire, but every week more sort of holes of knowledge start to fill in. And I'm able to make some connections to stuff that is starting to become really fun. So that's really nice. John has his hand up.
Yeah, before we address the most recent super chat by Hastings, there's a fantastic question that I've seen by Marcos a few times tonight. At Doug Helvering, if and when you come back to the classroom, how is Doug the professor going to be different from the other pre-YouTube, pre-prog metal expert?
Well,
That's a good question.
I tell you, I think I'm the same person here that I was in the classroom. I'm just meaning I like to make jokes. I like to make things as informal as possible, because teaching music theory, the students, excuse me, get intimidated very easily. For a lot of students, it's something that they're naturally afraid of. It's something that is complicated, requires computations, requires an analytical approach, and it's something that for a lot of artists that are drawn to the emotive aspects of making art versus all the components of how it gets put together, they get really nervous and on edge, and sometimes they don't do well. So if you have a professor that is cold and sort of expects you to like do most of the work, it can be a naturally bad experience where the people don't learn what they should. I've included popular and mostly like top 40 stuff, not a lot of the prog and metal stuff that we've been doing here. In my classes, for years. I remember one particular student just trying to figure out different types of modulations. And one day I was walking all on campus and heard them listening to a Beyonce tune. And I'm like, hey, that's a direct modulation. And they're like, oh, thank you. Got
And I feel like some people may be surprised and or just interested to hear within most conservatories, there are classes which just use such things as Tarkus as like a main piece of repertoire to learn.
Yeah.
After like post-tonal and then therefore just contemporary trends.
Yeah.
Such like that. Tarkus is it's a staple.
For sure.
Especially if you want to know how to write fourths.
Yeah. That's
If you
true.
want to do a chordal harmony. Let's see, who asked what I was smoking? That was a fun one. Chris, this is Blue Cheese is the name of this strain. It is very lovely. It is an indica hybrid. What are you pointing at?
Hastings. Scroll back up.
Just
There you
stumbled
go.
on Chasing
Oh!
the Monsoon.
Just
Thank you,
stumbled on
thank
chasing
you,
the monster.
Hastings.
Thanks, Hastings.
I went to Hastings College, by the way,
Hastings.
in Hastings, Nebraska.
In the
So,
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Hastings. Let's see. Chasing the monsoon.
Yeah. I'm asking them a little more about just to see what's good.
Yeah, good.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
thank you for keep up the great work. Keep
All
up the
right.
great work, Dougie.
Appreciate it.
And thank you, Rob St. John. Welcome to
Yeah,
Halfray's
but if I
RV.
get to go back to the classroom, I think I will naturally be able to pull in a broader spectrum, just off the top of my head, of types of repertoire that can be used to make a certain theoretical point, or as we're teaching a certain theoretical point, it would be. I might be tempted to, like, for instance, off the top of my head, right? If I was teaching an introductory musicianship class and we are at the point where we're talking about augmented triads, and I have a student who is new to classical music but is a guitar player, I might tell them, hey, Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Iron Maiden in the middle section has augmented chords. That's one of the first reactions that I've done to this music stuff, and that still sticks in my head. Like, holy crap, that's like the best usage of an actual just augmented triad as an augmented triad that I've heard in a long time, right in the middle of a piece, that I can say, hey, you want to know how this sounds in a piece? Listen in this section.
If I can hijack this too.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that may be, I don't know if it's like intrinsically more approachable, but when it comes to talking about whole tone series and such, the only thing triadically that's embedded is augmented triads.
For
Do
sure.
you feel like you would bring something like that up now rather than before? First, instead of something like Debussy, Image, or something like that?
I'd probably still go to Debussy, but in just a strict, but we probably wouldn't be getting to stuff like Debussy until we're into like more chromatic
So
systems.
it's more like just single
Right.
use actual.
Right, just a
transitionary harmony.
basic, without context, you know, here's if you want to know how minor chords sound in pieces and like something that just sounds minor, you can go to a specific piece. If I want, but for augmented chords, it's tricky because normally they have some very specific usages and context. But in that particular piece, they use it in a way that I'm like, yeah, right there. There you go. Y'all are being so generous. I'm blown over, y'all.
Super quick.
Thank you for all of the
thank you so
support and
much.
love. Appreciate it.
Super quick throwing this in. Luigi Garcia is asking for Styx, and I second that.
Styx.
I second that request.
Oh, the band Styx.
I swear to God. I can't say what I was going to say on YouTube because of the censor bots.
The censor bots. I do.
A big thanks to, did we thank Adrian yet for the £5?
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where did I have?
Okay, be back soon.
Where did I have? I've got. Somebody had. Now I can't see it, but somebody had suggested, or I've got on the list somewhere, the with the youth orchestra and Tommy doing
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like they did a concert, but I don't think that was Styx. Or was it the whole band, or was it just?
No,
Okay.
and Styx hasn't been the whole band.
And one of the main reasons why, like some of these bands haven't been on the channel as much, is because this started off as strictly just a first reaction, sort of thing.
You do know a lot of Styx songs.
Yeah, so that's a band that we've heard, that we listen to. So, Dregs is on the list as well, so that's gonna be popping up.
Okay.
Let's see, what else is coming up here? What are you? Megan's making a power play.
Power play.
What are we doing?
Scroll down.
Scroll down, she says.
I don't know where that is.
It's okay, we can take care of it.
Okay.
Anywho.
Anello just brought back up Glory Hammer.
Glory Hammer.
Glory Hammer, the fires of the ancient cosmic destiny.
Shit.
While you're looking to see if you've got that, big thanks to John and Vic. Welcome to Hellring's Army.
Yes.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We're working on a shirt, y'all. So we've got Megan and I. We have the classic Hey Y'all shirts. We match. It's because we both bought these at the Daily Doug store. They're on the YouTube channel.
And Jonathan Briggs says he enjoys your content very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah, one of the hardest things that we have going is which pieces to pick each week. So it's fun to kind of come on and be able to just put things one at a time and let you guys know what we're doing. Yes, ma'am.
Andrew Lamont, good to see you. Thanks for being here again. He says blue cheese is a very popular strain over in Scotland. FYI.
It's very good. Very good.
Nice.
Oh, in the motherland.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I was to live in Scotland, where should we live?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yes.
I like this.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. We're thinking about stuff like that for like the first time because for our entire careers, we've lived where we've been able to find work, where we've worked, just because that's where the job was. And with this becoming more and more of a sustainable business, thanks to all of you, we're starting to think, where do we want to reside? Where do we want to live? And so that's stuff we're starting to think about, which is kind of enjoyable. Mark asked, "Ever thought of doing live stream requests and play them then?" On YouTube, we can't. So that's one of the reasons why on our live hangouts. This is kind of what we do over on the Patreon, y'all, a couple times a month. Yeah. Except we talk a little more in depth about the bands and about the music and what's coming up and sort of back of the house stuff. But we started out trying to stream via YouTube, just with an unlisted link, so we could all just meet up there. And we tried to play music and listen along, and the streams just get they stop the broadcast if they hear any music that has some sort of that they recognize. It didn't take very long. Yeah. I can't remember what we were playing. I think we were playing Snarky Puppy in that first time, and it literally got like 2 minutes, 3 minutes into listening to it, and it let us continue the chat, but it literally took us offline. It was really, really fascinating to see that advanced AI at work. But that's really why I can't really do a live version of the main type of videos that we do. Because it'll immediately get flagged, and at least if I record them, edit them, and then upload them, there's time for the copyright claims and disputes to get worked out. But it still gets to reside on the platform. So.
In regards to your Scotland question,
Yeah.
I'm seeing Orkney, I'm seeing
Orkney.
Isle of Skye. Isle of Skye is on the bucket list.
That the Isle of Skye, that's over on the west coast, I think, right? Yeah, that's off the west coast.
I believe so.
Yeah, I have like an entire 10-day trip planned. If I ever get to London, which I've never been before.
Adrian, Isla is for sure on the list. We will be visiting.
Yeah, if they have Wi-Fi,
It's
if
like
they
the
have
top of the
Wi-Fi in Isla,
We'll go live on Isla.
do not tempt
and
Doug,
drink scotch.
because
Because we're gonna be there in a heartbeat.
yeah, if you guys think my cheeks are red now, holy crap. Yeah, but I have this. Are you okay, John? All right.
Yeah, I think
I
we're
have. If I ever get to London, I have this 10-day trip planned.
Yeah, we've got it all planned out.
Where we go and do the whiskey tasting and do another day of whiskey tasting, and then we see the sights up in Scotland and make our way back. So, great stuff. Whiskey first and then Wi-Fi. Well, you got to have priorities. Fun. Oh man, yeah, I've got several friends who have gone to Scotland to study. Actually, one of the professors at the University of Aberdeen his name is Paul Mueller, has a very great relationship with Westminster Choir College here in the United States, and Paul's been over to our campus many times and worked with our students over the years, and several of our students have then gone on to go to Aberdeen.
Specifically to Aberdeen.
Yeah, specifically to Aberdeen to study with Paul.
That choral tradition.
Yeah, and that wonderful choral tradition of writing, just wonderful stuff. In fact, who's going over there now? I can't remember.
Sam's there now.
Yeah, Sam.
Yep.
That's right. Our good friend Sam.
Yeah.
Who was a classmate of yours, I believe. Younger.
I recruited him.
Okay.
So he then
A
3
peer
years younger.
of yours. Yeah, a couple years younger. Is just going over to start his work there. I also, if I can get my back to cooperate, I would love the golf there as well.
Yeah.
There was a time in my life where I worked as an assistant golf professional here in the United States. That's how I worked my way through my undergrad. But it's hard to swing. I really messed my back up last year, so I haven't got quite back at it yet. So hopefully that would be fun. What else is going on? Anything, or are we about to call it a day?
Who said hold on, scroll back up just a little bit.
Oh, we're scrolling up.
Oh, Tim, we'll let you know when we get to Amsterdam.
Oh, for sure.
That's on the list too.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be there I was supposed to be there potentially now.
Now?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 So when's your next premiere big
Soft
thing?
lockdown. The next big in the middle of December in Bangkok.
In Bangkok.
As part of the Thailand Music and Arts Association.
Are you going to be able to? You can't go there, I'm sure.
I was hoping to, but
Yeah.
I really, really don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But everything is already set up for online, and we're already used to that at this point, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. That's true.
That's just going to be what it is.
I'm actually really excited because I had the guys from the Musical Box, the Genesis cover band, reached out, and they invited Megan and me to attend one of their concerts coming up here in December. So we're excited about coming to hear them do some old school Genesis repertoire, and the Dream Theater concert that was I was supposed to go to back in actually like a few days ago. Has been rescheduled for March, so I'm excited to get to see them, and that's going to be exciting. We'll get to see that. We'll be at the show in Philadelphia, I think, in the first part of March. Did Murdoch just offer to put us up in Vienna? Did I hear that? Did I hear that properly?
Markus in Vienna?
Yeah.
David.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I would expect at some point to get a knock from Sir John at some point, because I'm sure that you'll be back in Vienna too.
Yeah.
At some point.
Here we go.
Oh boy, Adrian, it's good to know you've seen the musical box. They were brilliant. I'm really looking forward to that one. Yes, Vienna. We say it wrong. Apologies.
Wien.
Yes.
Wien.
Yeah. Well, I hope that your hangovers are not too bad, y'all. We actually behaved ourselves relatively well yesterday. She's making a face.
Relatively.
Some of us behaved. We spaced it out really well. We had a lovely, very calm day.
That was nice.
Here with Megan and Megan's sister, and we had a lovely meal. Yep. We had wine. We had our holiday slush.
The most amazing stuffing.
Yeah, we made some homemade stuffing.
Homemade stuff.
Yeah. So we don't do a big turkey. We just get like
well, tell them why though, because Doug doesn't eat turkey. Doug's not a turkey fan.
Oh, here we
well,
go.
I don't mind turkey. I don't mind it.
Everyone's about to unsubscribe.
Here's my thing. If I'm going to spend a lot of money, thankfully, to buy a big meal, just hush.
Hush now. Thankfully spended meal.
Well, if we're going to be indulging and like being, and throwing caution to the wind, and if we're going to spend hours in the kitchen making like all like desserts and the whole nine and all of the sides and all that sort of stuff, turkey at the end of the day just hits me as just sort of a lackluster finish. It's like leading the race most of the way and then getting the consolation prize. I like.
I'm stealing that. That's brilliant.
Thank you very much.
I'm stealing
that. They know what I'm talking about. So I always get a filet mignon. So I made turkey for the ladies and I made steak for myself. Yes. So
you made some really freaking fantastic
Arrow,
turkey.
did you? I'm surprised you're still alive. I saw your picture of those turkey fryers.
Oh, yes, we're thankful that you are fine.
I am. It's good to know that. It's good to know you're still with us. Fried turkey is where it's at.
I still have never had deep fried turkey. I would like to try it sometime. Sometime.
Yeah.
From someone who really knows how to do it.
Right. Turkey on a sandwich, don't mind it. But as like the main portion of like the big family meal.
What about roast like have you ever had the post Thanksgiving turkey sandwich? Are you good with that? Or do you prefer like turkey lunch meat?
Turkey lunch meat. Roast turkey, lunch meat, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thanks, y'all. It's been really a lot of fun hanging out and spending time with you. Ooh. JP has just suggested Bruce Hornsby and the Noisemakers.
Oh, the Noisemakers, baby.
I love Bruce Hornsby.
Yes.
He's one of my favorites.
Arrow says he's from the South. He's used to great food that's terrible for you. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, Bruce Hornsby though.
Yeah.
I love that.
And also, y'all, for homework, be thinking about topical
You're still a professor even on YouTube.
Topical pieces and topical sort of bands and songs that we can include during December that doesn't like throw theology in anybody's face, but is topical for the time of year. That I think would be fun for the that you think would be fun for the channel. So be thinking about all that stuff. Us being from Omaha, we're gonna have some Mannheim Steamroller, I'm sure, coming up on the channel in December, just because we know a few of the people that played with them for a long time.
We're from Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, which is where they're based out of. So
yeah. We grew up with Mannheim Steamroller.
for sure. So we'll be including them, and so be thinking. Jethro Tull has a Christmas song. I'll be darned. Yeah, look at all this, you guys.
I've
never
seen that more than once now.
I
Sky Overture by Uli John Roth. I've seen that more than once now.
We've had that consistently for the past couple of times.
Yeah.
Man, it's overwhelming. I look at the list, and all that list is like, let's see, Pulsar Lights, Ohio State versus Michigan. Who wins? Nobody wins. Nobody wins between those two. It's just, it's, it's just mass case.
Did I just see someone with the suggestion Valhallelujah? Is that a song? That would be really fun.
That would be hard to sing.
That could be really fun. Valhallelujah.
Valhallelujah.
I like that.
You guys just you make me smile. Thank you for all of your support and for being here, for hanging out with us. It's really fun to it's been fun for us to hang out and spend time with you. And just to repeat, I probably then won't do a Sunday live stream to announce the coming week because we have announced it here. You guys
sure you don't want to do a hungover hangover? A hungover hangover stream?
Hungover hangover.
It's Inception.
That would be the Daily Doug After Dark content.
Well, that's After Dark After Dark.
After Dark After Dark.
Come on now.
That's the highest tier on Patreon.
God almighty.
By the way, we're seeing a lot of stuff in here that are
ELP.
Good, that are seasonal.
Oh, Marillion and Big Train. We've got it in the tank, y'all.
A lot of recommendations. Somebody was asking if you're going to bring Symphony X back to the channel too.
John would like some Symphony X.
Yeah, we just have to, pace it right.
Yeah.
Because we can't just pump a whole week full of Symphony X. Yeah. If we come back to Dragon Force.
Y'all just hang with us for the long haul, y'all. The only agenda that we have is just to create community and enjoy music.
And when it comes to the musical content, we really, really talk about.
Oh yeah.
It's never an impulse, and it's never just a money grab.
Correct.
We really talk what we want to talk about because we're interested in actually breaking down good music.
And when we talk about it's us three. The three of us are the ones that are in charge of the channel. We don't have an editor, so
is it? So when we really believe in something, we do it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So this is our team, and we are very thankful for you guys.
It is only going to be homies.
It is a time of Thanksgiving because coming into this time last year, it was difficult for us to know where we were going to be headed. I was looking at trying to get a job in the private sector, and I haven't been in the private sector for a long time, and so it's hard to know what my actual skills are. And then lo and behold,
well, it's that you have a lot of skills that can be used and applied in a lot of different places, and it's
so when
you're highly skilled,
when this came about as sort of a teaching outlet, a way to get gingerly back into listening to music. Listening to music during the pandemic was difficult for me for a long time, y'all, because we are choral musicians, and it became the thing that you do to make your art became inherently dangerous, and it messed with your brain for a while.
I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to extend the stream, but I feel like there's actually a lot of really good stuff to talk about there. If now's not the time, then it is. But
maybe
as far
in another
as choral music making during now, especially for someone who, as a composer, naturally and within your own craft, audiates
Yeah.
his compositions, oftentimes mostly chorally. That's a really important thing and really interesting and
I
exciting.
think
thing
I
to
might
talk
save
about.
that for like a specific live stream or like a specific like mini lecture or talk, because that I think is has about 10 to 15 minutes at least of its own content.
There were some other
Oh,
reasons,
and he's
too.
got a Christmas album. Thank you, Angelica, very
that's good
much.
to know.
I'll put that down. We haven't done music by Renaissance and Annie Haslam for a little bit.
There were some other reasons too why listening to and consuming music was difficult for you.
Excuse me.
Last year.
Yeah.
So.
You know, at the same time
It was a hard
that the
time.
way that we do our art was we were unable to do that. I also lost my teaching gig, right? So it was like, what's going to happen? So coming,
was a
getting
hard
to
time.
this Thanksgiving where we are, we're very thankful for all of you.
are
We very
thankful
much
for all of
are.
you.
And just...
Yeah.
So that's why we wanted to pop on and hang out with you guys for a while. Really do enjoy our time virtually connecting with you all. Maybe at some point down the line we can travel and maybe see some folks and just kind of get together at a local hangout or a local concert and
That'd
have
be
a
really
good old
cool,
time.
actually, to kind of have like some Daily Doug hangouts, like plan something like that in the future. That'd be really cool.
It's so much easier and better to do it within like a community that's external from YouTube, because then it doesn't affect the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Right.
And we want as many good people in this community as possible. So
Yeah,
let's do it
absolutely.
externally.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Recapping what we're going to be doing this week. Monday, we're going to be doing Dreamer Deceiver by Judas Priest. On Tuesday, we're going to be doing Push It by Tool.
Push it.
On Wednesday, we're going to be doing Stargazer by Nightwish. On Thursday, we are going to be doing Mistakes by Lake Street Dive. And then on Friday, it's Tubular Bells Part 1, Side 1 of Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. And as to which versions of all of those we'll do, we'll figure those out along the way.
Fish is on the list.
Yeah, Fish is on the list.
Yeah.
For sure. The Beach Boys has some Christmas tunes.
We can consider a monthly Megan. Alf, thank you.
Monthly Megan?
We could consider a monthly,
monthly Megan.
The monthly Megan.
It's a Daily Doug, the monthly Megan, and the Jolly John.
The Jolly John.
No, I don't.
No, we don't want to.
No, I'm never.
We don't want to do that.
I'm never jolly. That's never happening.
Arrow, the Haken. So we're going to be doing, I think, The Mountain by Haken. I'm shooting for around the 1st of December. So middle of next week. Look for that. And Adrian, that's a good idea. Monthly Megan.
It was Alf's idea. Adrian is seconding it, and thank you for that.
All right. So are they saying that you'll be on camera and you'll be going, hey, everybody?
Ooh.
I'll sit here with you.
Oh.
I can't believe
I'll
you
never
just did
solo
the voice.
it.
You did the voice live. That's forever on the internet.
Yeah, that's one of my. Yeah, it's one of my cartoon voices that I do behind the scenes. Steve Perry has a new Christmas album. Wow.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Huh.
Cool.
That's funny. Merle Haggard's If We Make It Through December. Absolutely. Fun.
Where
Y'all-
did you? What?
Look, this one right here. Merle Haggard.
See,
Andrew's
that'd
asking
be
too,
kinda
when is 6 Degrees happening again?
6 Degrees is going to be coming out the middle of December. That's planned around that time. We were just kind of charting out the rest of the year, and we are, I think, going to take a little bit of time off or a diminished schedule between Christmas and New Year's. And so we were trying to think of like a nice big piece that a lot of people have been asking for to kind of round out the year. And so that one's going to be there in the middle part of December. Thank you. let's see. Oh, John's just moving around. Yeah. So while we're all in the picture, we would like to say thank you again to all of you. Much love to everybody. Hope that you're all well. We're sending great thoughts to all of you. And, just keep sending me stuff. If I try to get through, we try to get to your messages as quickly as we can. And we very much enjoy the challenge of getting through all of the messages that you send us. So thanks, everybody.
Thanks so much.
John's behind here. Hello. All right, and we're getting close to 150K in terms of subscribers.
And
that's
there
awesome.
will most likely be another Hangout or something.
When that happens, John will take the polar plunge and we'll film it.
Only if it's for charity or something, because
Yeah, he's like, don't get my hair wet.
Well, hell, I'm not doing that on my free time unless if it's going to charity or something.
See, even my dad is surreptitiously, hello, Father. He won't show up in the chat, but he texted me just to remind me that, yes, the person that started Mannheim Steamroller, Chip Davis, is from Omaha.
Yep.
So
We will so much foresight.
Yeah. So it's good to know that he keeps up with me. So, hello, Dad. And I think I'm going to say hello to and goodbye, aloha to all of you. Would you just quit laughing?
What am I doing? I'm just I might as well be...
He keeps touching my shoulder.
I might as well... I thought we were friends.
Oh, okay.
I might as well be one of the people in the audience.
Okay.
I'm just having a good time.
All right. Pulsar, I have met Warren Buffett. I actually used to work at the Omaha Country Club.
Big brass.
Yeah, so
Big brass.
I've met a few of those guys. So, yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. It has been a very enjoyable hour with you, but we are going to sign off, and I think we have Christmas decorations to get up.
We have to
All
put the tree up.
The tree is calling, my friends. So, best wishes to all of you, and thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.